Okay, hello guys. Welcome back to Ultima. Is that right? That's right.
Sure.
Ultima. We have another show. We have our second show, Friday Night SmackDown. And last week we did very well. I guess I won't say straight away. Go and watch those first two episodes of Raw and SmackDown, and see who did better. Um, I'm going to spoil it now, so you better have gone back and watched it if you haven't already. Well, we did very well. We won, and we got a 79 rating. So myself and Jose, and we've got BJ over from the Raw brand with us today as well. We're going to see how we do with the second show. Can we improve on the last one, or is it going to be a bit of a step down like the second Raw episode was? So we're about to find out.
See what goes down.
Let's go start up the show. Yay.
Mm-hmm.
Pre-show match, Asuka and Molly McCoy.
Who?
Asuka with a 69. Nice.
Guys,
10,500 people, bro. It's a lot more than Raw.
well, they saw last week's show. That's what it is.
Yeah, exactly. I saw last week's show.
69, very good
Wow.
rating.
Yeah.
Because at this point, we're planning a triple threat match, right, for the SmackDown Women's
Yeah.
Championship, which is going to be Asuka, Charlotte Flair, and Rhea Ripley, and we haven't yet decided for sure who's going to be winning. So these three women have got to impress, and that's an impressive performance.
By the way, Asuka is one of the top merchandise sellers.
Is she?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
It's interesting. We should turn her heel.
Good to know. All right, good
Let's
stuff.
go to the next segment. Nice 30. Big 30. Breezango beats Rick Books and Rinku with The Last Dance. 43 and 47s for Breezango. I think that's pretty decent for them.
Yeah, I mean they have 40 pops, so anything above
Yeah.
40, I think, is good.
And Rinku and Rick Books, well, I mean, they're just kind of there.
Yeah, we don't care about that.
Yeah. Kane beats Reginald. In a pre-show bout, how
What a
Little beat
match.
and embarrassing wrestling.
Wow, that is harsh, but probably true.
I mean, Reginald does pretty cool flips.
And Kane is Kane. He got a 61, to be fair to the man.
Yeah.
I would actually be interested to see that match.
So would I. Maybe we'll move on to the main show in the future.
Yeah, maybe. And now we're going to start into the actual show here
Mm.
in Friday Night SmackDown live from the PPO Center in Allentown. We saw the big 100.
On
Wow.
100!
Roman
I don't know if
Reigns
you can hear that, but that's me clapping for Roman Reigns.
carrying. He comes out and he says, Allentown, acknowledge me. He goes, Armageddon is a very special day for the Universal Champion. Armageddon isn't the day of Father's Day, the day where everyone gathers around and decides to celebrate everything the head of the table has given them. And who am I to take that moment away from them? Which is why I have decided that I will not be defending this Universal Championship at Armageddon. Because like a proper father, husband, and family man, I will spend such a sacred day with my family. There was something along those lines.
Yo, consider me scared.
It's Roman Reigns. That's Roman Reigns for you. He did a really good job going off script.
Yeah, we're benefiting from letting him go off script. That's clearly the way to go. And well, he might be a baddie, a real bad heel that refuses to wrestle and claims his championship without a match. But the fans are liking it, apparently.
Well, he is Roman Reigns. So we're now going into the next segment, which is 65. Bray Wyatt somehow poor. I don't think that's really correct for Bray Wyatt, but okay. R-Truth Truth's getting ready for his title match, for his qualifying match for the AC title. Bray Wyatt comes up, he's like, "Hey, good luck, Truth." Saying, he's like, "I know guys like you people, you like to have your hands all over everyone, and you like to think about things to do with everybody else and stuff like that. But let me tell you, Bray, you don't fool me. I have my eyes peeled, Bray." But he's like, Sammy, there's nothing to see here. If you want to check it out, why don't we have a match later on tonight in the main event? Sammy's saying, he's skeptic. He's like, yeah, alright, yeah, let's have that. The main event, yeah, that sounds good, yeah. So Bray Wyatt, Sammy's saying skeptic of Bray Wyatt. I think he's probably right to be.
Yeah, I mean, you can call Zayn crazy skeptic, but he's spot on here. Wyatt is definitely up to something.
And R-Truth is just smiling awkwardly. It's just happy. 65, I think that's pretty decent.
It's okay, yeah.
And we don't do that yet. 53 for Chad Gable and R-Truth in a terrible match. I
wouldn't call that terrible. Yeah.
Yeah, so R-Truth wins with a pretty quick roll-up. He beats Chad Gable and he qualifies for the Intercontinental title match at Armageddon. R-Truth, will he win the big one? We may never know. Let's continue with our next segment, which is 62. I'm surprised. I thought I made like a 40. Otis runs over R-Truth for beating Chad Gable. Just Otis being a quick little monster there. R-Truth being a quick little segment.
This was literally like a 1 minute segment, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, R-Truth has
and they managed to get a 62. I mean, that's impressive. Fair play to Otis, Gable, and R-Truth for that one.
Yeah, fair play. Let's go into the next segment. A 69, nice. Interview with Styles and Omos. They have up the match with Touch House Party. They're like, we're in Allentown. This is my town, Omos. Allen Jones' town, and the house that AJ Styles built. We're going to beat the Lucha House Party. We're gonna beat those Mexicans. We're gonna win. It almost just looks scary, like, yeah.
You really built Allentown into the storylines. I like the effort there.
Hell yeah.
I'm looking forward to what city we're in next week.
Oh, hell yeah, brother. So, they also say they're going to win the tag belts eventually. Say they will the tag belts. Just pretend there's a win in there. What are you saying? Yeah. Say they will win the tag belts. There we go. Let's say it. Okay. Next segment. 67, I think that's pretty good for them. Sheamus beats King Corbin in 8 minutes with a broom kick. He qualifies as well for the Intercontinental title match. We have Sheamus, Shinsuke Nakamura, Sami Zayn, R-Truth, and probably some other guy I'm forgetting, I don't know. So, yeah.
Well, we've got one match left to go. Those are the
left, which we will.
It's shaping up very nicely.
Yeah, 71, really nice. Elias comes out and sings a song about how, I don't know, some things. Big E comes out, he's enjoying the performance, he's enthusiastic, he's positive, the powerhouse of positivity. Singing, he's dancing, he's taking all the spotlight from Elias. Elias is very mad about this. He decks him with a guitar, just like good old Double J Slapnuts would have liked him to do, and leaves Big E in the dust. Nice segment, 71.
Not bad at all. Good start to the story.
Elias was penalized for chemistry overwhelmed by manager. He has a manager? We'll have to change that.
Yeah, I don't know who his manager is.
Let's go into next
segment. What a mystery.
A 62, Cesaro we put Shinsuke on screen now, who cares? Cesaro has an interview. He's talking about his qualifying match with Johnny Gargano. And he also wishes luck in that match, that same Intercontinental title match that he will try to qualify to his former tag team partners, Shinsuke Nakamura and Sheamus.
This Shinsuke doing in this segment?
It was a mistake. He was supposed to be off screen.
He's on screen. What is he doing?
Uh, he showed.
Just pokes his head in.
You
Yeah.
gotta improvise.
Alright, so Cesaro wishes luck to Sheamus, and then Shinsuke Nakamura comes in. Cesaro's like, I wish you luck too, Shinsuke. And Shinsuke just go, yeah. Or something like that. So, yeah. 62, that's pretty good for someone who has no microphone ability like Cesaro.
Mm-hmm.
Going to the next segment, which is Bailey and Eva Marie. Eva Marie was really off her
well
game.
done, Bailey.
Goat herself.
I think.
This is how good Bailey is. She's carried very hard there.
Hell yeah, 66. And about that didn't have much heat and terrible wrestling. Both defeat Eva Marie in 6 minutes 47 seconds. Really nice win there for Bailey. And then she grabs a microphone in a 68 rated segment, pretty good. She talks about what happened last week between Asuka, Charlotte, and Rhea Ripley. She is personally insulted that these three women would come out as if everyone knows they are the big three, the three women that need to fight for the women's championship. Like, aren't they forgetting about somebody? Aren't they forgetting about the woman that carried the women's division for over a year? That's what you're forgetting about to me. No disrespect to Charlotte, Rhea, or Asuka, but they're not as good as Bailey. You know, I was champion for over a year. I carried the entire company on my back for almost all of 2020. If anyone deserves to be in a women's titles match, it's me. And she just goes over like that. 68. If only could have gone one segment higher. Only one rating higher, we would have had a great segment there. It's pretty good.
I mean, after the promo and the match where she's literally carried Ava Marie, her point about carrying is very true. Yeah,
she's
can't argue with that.
one of the best women wrestlers in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to our next segment here on Friday Night SmackDown. An 87 with Paul
Nice.
Heyman. Kyle Braxton, he asks Paul Heyman, Paul, Roman Reigns decided to not defend his title at Armageddon. Don't you think that a fighting champion should defend his title at every possible opportunity that he has? So Paul Heyman gets the microphone. He's like, well, Kyla, let me ask you a better question. Does a fighting champion get his title stripped for no reason? Does a fighting champion get disrespected by management for no reason? Does a fighting champion have to come out and threaten to injure a 70-year-old man to get back what's rightfully his? No, of course not. But Roman Reigns had to do that. Roman Reigns was stripped of his title without a reason, and he is just doing what he needs to do. And you know, I agree with you. A champion should defend his title whenever he can. But it's Father's Day, and the head of the table will be busy that day. And then Kyla gets back the microphone. Well, Paul, there's been some heavy words thrown out by Shane McMahon back on Monday Night Raw. Do you have anything to say about that? As a matter of fact, I do. First of all, Shane McMahon, what the hell do you think you are? Sure, you may be a McMahon, but don't you forget that you gave up the keys to the kingdom back in 2009 when you ran off to go and do your little thing with whatever company you decided to open up in China or whatever it is, right? Second of all, you talk about me failing with ECW, Curtis Axel, Cesaro. You seem to forget that you Shane McMahon, are known to be the world's greatest failure. Even your father calls you a failure back in 2016. They remember you failing to beat Kurt Angle, failing to beat the likes of Kane, The Undertaker. And for that last one, do you remember what happened when the last time one of my clients faced The Undertaker? Do you remember what happened when that client faced him at WrestleMania? We conquered the streak. So Shane, as for your little invitation to go to Monday Night Raw, I won't take it. I don't need to. I have my people. And maybe, just maybe, I'll send somebody out there to give your little show some chaos. And then he leaves. So, Paul Heyman giving a threat to Shane McMahon and Monday Night Raw of chaos. Who may be this new man that may arrive on Monday Night Raw? My bet is on Curtis Axel still. What do you all guys think?
Say what?
I mean, we'll have to wait and see, won't we?
We will have to wait and
It can
see.
be Curtis Axel.
If it is Curtis Axel, I'll be shocked.
Be very happy to have Curtis Axel on Monday Night Raw.
We get an
So
87.
far we've learned you want Curtis Axel and
Yeah.
Ava Marie.
Alright, we give you Eva Marie for Seth Rollins.
Two champs.
Alright, really
That's
nice
something
segment.
I would love to see.
Let's go to
Mm-hmm.
the next segment. Jeez, AJ Styles and almost in a 60 rated match. AJ Styles carrying him really hard.
Yeah,
My
just a little bit. Omos with a 38. What is his popularity?
I think like low 40s maybe?
Yeah, it's 40. So even with a tag partner of AJ Styles, he did worse than his popularity.
Yeah, well, he
Um,
just debuted like 1 year ago.
Yeah, he's not good. He's really not good.
He can get good. He's big, he's tall. He'll get there. Almost will get there. I believe in him.
We'll see. Well, they get the win anyway.
Yeah, really nice match here with AJ Styles and almost 60 rated. Going to the next segment, a 64 with Bray Wyatt, Finn Balor. You know, Finn goes, "Shano, don't really trust ya." Somewhat, I can't make an Irish accent. I'm not gonna try. You know, I don't really trust you, Bray, but you had my back last week, so I have your back this week. Good luck, Bray. And Bray is just happy, like yeah. So yeah, Finn Balor and Bray Wyatt, do you have a little connection there? Pretty interesting. We'll see
Yeah,
what
returning
happens.
the favour from last week. Interesting development.
And we're going to the next segment. No, we don't have to do that. A 50 from Drew McIntyre, killing the Blue Meanie.
Hmm.
I think that's
A
pretty
very
good.
impressive 14 from the Blue Mini.
Oh hell
But
yeah.
in all seriousness, Drew McIntyre 78. That is a very good ranking.
That's great. Second, so yeah. And then we have Randy Orton promo. He has voices in
Nice.
his head. It's pretty good promo, an 83 rate, that's very good. He's waiting for the right time for the Viper to strike. When will Randy Orton strike in SmackDown? We will have to wait and see. Let's go to the next segment. Next segment, a 69, nice. Between Cesaro and Johnny
Nice.
Gargano. 18 minutes with a submission, a sharpshooter. Cesaro with a 67, Johnny Gargano with a 55.
The same rating as my main event.
Nice.
Well, I'm glad we didn't put this in main event because I was thinking about that. But
Well, I mean, we
you know
don't.
what? I thought this
well,
would.
we don't know if Bray and Sam are gonna do better yet.
I think they will. I think they will. But you know what? I thought this would do a little bit higher, and I
Yeah.
guess it goes to show how important popularity is in
Yeah.
WWE.
I'm not entirely sure.
Still,
what
good
Bray is.
performance.
It's really good match.
Oh.
Cesaro makes it into the Intercontinental title match, a 6-way. Triple H announced last week. He announced earlier on Twitter that he has an announcement for this match next week. We will see that at the beginning of the show on Friday Night SmackDown next week. Who knows what this announcement could be? Maybe he's inserting himself into the title match. We will wait and see. So next segment, a 58, the Fashion Files with Sami Zayn. He goes to Brisango like, you guys are really good with this investigation stuff and thing. So I need you to find me some stuff about Bray Wyatt. I'm gonna find him tonight. I'll tell you what I can find, and then you go and look for other things because I think he's up to something. Brisango, you just look at him, like, you see that? You see that, Tango? I see it, Tyler. That hat. Yeah. I think I saw my 70-year-old grandpa with it. Sam, she's like, he grabs it, like, what? And first, and then he's like, yeah. We feel sorry for you, man. Yeah. We're not gonna give you a ride up tonight, but get your stuff together, man. Get a better wardrobe. I mean, you dress like a hobo. And a man with a 60-year-old hat. So they give him a pat on the back, like, we're sorry for you, and they leave, and Sami Zayn's just like, what? Made a little segment. A 58. Pretty good for Brisango since they don't really have a lot of popularity. So yeah. We'll see how that develops, maybe, if it even develops into anything. So we're going to the next segment. 67 main event.
Oh,
Let's go.
that's
Yeah, I knew this.
not good. That's not good.
I was pretty
Yo, but you
sure.
guys had an 100 rated segment and
Mhm.
an 80 something.
We should.
So I think you guys are getting a lot higher rating than what we had. So
We should have done a
Yeah.
tight focus for angles. Alright. Bray with a 75, Sami Zayn with a 63. It had good heat and decent wrestling.
It was a good match, but it wasn't. I was just hoping for low 70s. Didn't quite get where I wanted
Yeah,
it.
well, Bray does have a poor gimmick.
We are changing that soon, so
Yeah.
hopefully that'll help him out.
So, just that happens. Sami Zayn tries to cheat, and Finn Balor stops him for the win. And do you want to change his gimmick yet?
I think we do that maybe next show.
Okay. And a nice little 69, pretty nice. Angle to end the show. Bray Wyatt is celebrating. He whispers something to Finn's ear for helping him. Maybe he's saying thanks, something like that. But Sami Zayn, he's very suspicious about Bray Wyatt. He thinks that maybe, just maybe, he may be an imposter. Or something, I don't know, he's the conspiracy theorist, not me. So nice little segment to end the show. 69. I don't believe TEW uses the final segment to do the rating, right?
Don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
We'll find out. So
Oh,
we
well,
go
next thing.
into talking smack 74. You have Charlotte, she talks about what happened with Bailey in the main show. She's real mad at that. She's like, yeah, you held that title for over a year. I've held the women's championship for 13 times. Rhea comes in. She's also talking some smack with Charlotte. They go back and forth. They leave. Paul Heyman looks like, what the hell am I in this thing for? Elias comes out. He's really mad about Big E taking his spotlight from him. He's going to do something about that. He's gonna make sure that he keeps the spotlight next time when he does performance, something like that. 74, keep them nice time to get on the microphone, these three people, and Paul Heyman, well, he's Paul Heyman. So yeah, that's the show. What are the rating guesses?
I don't
I'm
know. I
guessing
don't know.
like an 83.
Nah, it's not gonna
Really?
be 83.
Well, it was going very well. Obviously, we opened strong. We had good matches throughout. We had a couple of high-rated angles. But I just think that last part of the show, the main event, those last couple of matches,
I think
it's
it's
going to pull it down.
72.
I'm going to go a bit higher. I'm going to say maybe 75. What's Raw's 73? Was it?
So Raw was
Yeah,
72.
73. Yo, you guys are definitely
73,
gonna get higher than
Alright,
like
let's see.
mid-70s.
Okay.
There's no
73
way.
is the number
I'm
2.
locking in
You
73.
guys got an 100.
Alright. 77. Lost popularity in
Oh.
11 regions.
Doesn't matter. Don't care about
Big
that.
Show.
77. Wow. I
Yeah.
thought it would be a bit lower than that, but I will take it.
Well,
That is very good.
Roman Reigns carrying a heart again.
Yeah, Randy Orton did well as well. Paul
Yeah.
Heyman. Good stuff from the women as well. Bailey and Charlotte and Asuka.
Yeah.
Doing good.
True. Pretty decent show for SmackDown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am happy with that.
So
2 wins out of 2.
2 out of 2. We are on a nice streak. Maybe we'll go on an 83-week streak, just like Eric Bischoff.
Maybe.
Next week
Maybe.
things are gonna change.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
sure.
Well, there you go. You got to tune into Raw next week.
Just gotta
Exactly.
See
trade
what they
me
got on their
Henry.
sleeve. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Let's see you later. Thank you all for watching this show. Make sure to check out Monday Night Raw and NXT coming up here on the Ultima YouTube channel. Unlike the Peacock and the network, you don't need to pay. It's all free. Well, I mean, technically it's not free because you gotta pay for internet, but I mean, if you want, you could go to a McDonald's or something and steal their Wi-Fi, but that doesn't matter. So, thank you very much again. We will see you next time.